Hey guys, welcome back to another The Warning reaction. This one comes to us from one of my faithful viewers named Damwho. And again, I hope I'm saying that right. If not, my apologies. This one looks to be kind of like an interview slash documentary type situation. I think he mentioned that it documents the third album, Error. And I've only heard a couple of songs from that album. So this might be... I don't know if this is going to be like the best time to watch this, but it's been requested. We'll have to see. I'm just going to ride it out, and we'll see how it goes. If you'd like to make a request, buy me a hot, piping cup of coffee, cream, no sugar. Link in the description, as always. Thank you all for watching. Let's jump in.
Primero,
We are ready.
el nombre o de que los nombres individuales y luego la banda o al
No. Okay. No. Hi, we're the warning.
I'm
I'm
Daniela.
Daniela.
Okay,
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Hi, I'm Daniela.
I'm Paulina. I'm Alejandra.
And we are the warning.
Mayday. So what is Mayday? That's the first question. Hopefully that'll be answered.
This third album, I can honestly say with a lot of confidence, is that it's the best thing that we've ever done.
The new album, how to describe it? It's the warning on steroids.
They can all play their instruments like no one I've ever seen. If you listen to this album, you know this is a rock band. It's not a female rock band or a young rock band. This is a rock band.
All right, I love that. She said it's not a female rock band because I don't know about you guys. When I think female musician, I think pop, right? And I'm assuming that all of you aren't necessarily the biggest fans of pop, at least post-2000s pop. They're a rock band, through and through. I love that. What a great statement.
And then they brought the demos. I was like, you guys are kidding me. It's like, do you ever write a bad song? It's at another level.
Every song I've heard has had some level of awesome to it. Most of them are like not only instant classics every time, but the choruses. They write the catchiest, most unforgettable choruses in all of music. It's unbelievable.
Being at another level.
Working on the album with David and Rick was a little bit nerve-wracking at first because we know what we want to hear.
I was really nervous that David was gonna be like, no, I hate all this and let's do something different. Like, we were prepared to fight over our songs.
We literally told them, like, we are super picky. Picky.
You see how far you can push day one. And you started to talk about a song I didn't like. I said, I don't like this song. And I had 3 girls right up in my face together. And they talk in Spanish.
It's somewhere between like the buddy system and gang mentality, in my opinion. You know, they travel in a pack.
like a gang of lionesses circling the prey.
I think that if we were not sisters, like, this would have fallen apart so quickly.
Having 3 girls being amazing, talented musicians at such a young age, and then having those 3 girls be sisters and so connected, that doesn't happen.
I can't believe they're my daughter. Like, one moment that happened.
Oh, so that's their parents. This is the first I've seen of them. And I honestly had no clue what to expect. So that's their mom, that's their dad. Very cool.
Being in a band with your family is great. We experience everything as a family that it'd be weird like to experience it alone and then come to my family like, oh my god, this happened. No, it's like a thing. It happened to all of us. It always happens to all of us.
I'm used to being in a room for 3 months with a band. This instance, I've never experienced before. I've never had the parents in the studio. And then their manager came. Now I've got the guardians. I definitely didn't get to be me because I usually swear like a trooper and say all sorts of inappropriate things in the studio because nobody's filming me usually. I've never experienced anything like that, and I probably never will again the rest of my career.
That's really interesting.
You know, they're going to get where they want to go. They strike me as workaholics, and they're on a mission. I mean, this is their dream, this is their destiny, and they're going to do it.
Their best work yet. And that's not just because they're our daughters.
It's an amazing feeling. A big accomplishment for them.
I mean, they've been through David Bendeth boot camp.
Yep.
Survive. Is it wrong?
Yes! I have never been so on time.
This does sound more like a synth.
Going once, going twice. Die for me.
Wow.
There's that
What a
chorus.
performance. Beautiful, beautiful. What a voice.
Gambare.
What a
Voice,
special
right.
voice you have. I hold a certain standard to the records I make. Of course, they've almost earned a rite of passage in the sense that they played on their record everything.
That's all them, you know. They did it, they played it, they killed it.
When we started working with David, we just took it to like a whole new level. And we're so happy with the result. And I'm just super, super excited for it to be public and for people to listen to it and hear what people have got to say. Because I am so proud of what we did. So proud.
All right. Episode 2. Let's continue.
Hello, I am Paulina Villarreal. I am 18 years old. I am the drummer for the band The Warning. My name is Alejandra Villarreal. I'm
18.
from Monterrey,
That's
Mexico,
insane.
and I'm the bass player for the band The Warning.
I'm Daniela Villarreal. I am the guitar player and lead singer of The Warning. So The Warning came to be in a very early stage of our lives. We started playing classical piano at a very young age. I think I was 6 and Pau was around 4.
It was a family environment of music.
We started playing the piano when we were very young. We started with like classical music, and then we bought this video game, Rock Band, the Rock Band.
The rock band.
Rock band.
When we bought the game, that was the moment when we were like, hey, we want to do that.
We absolutely loved that video game. We played it all the time. I would just be like jumping around with my guitar. Pat would never let me play the drums because that was her thing and she was super good at it, and I was just like, no.
When we bought the game, I noticed Paulina, and she was like, like with so much coordination, and I told her like, look at Paulina.
But you need to take into account that I was like 6 years old at that time.
By next week, Paulina was in lessons.
The thing with Dani was she wanted the guitar because of the rock band, but we knew that it was gonna be difficult for her because she was 8 years old.
I asked my dad if I could play the guitar and he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yes. And he said 6 months. And by the week I wanted to give up.
But she kept her promise, and by that time, she already started to love.
I was about 3 when we got the Rock Band, so I didn't actually play. She was a baby. Ale basically, when we were playing Rock Band, and I was clapping next to us. I picked the bass when I was about like 6 or 7, and I was like, ooh, I want to play that. Don't know what it is, but I want to play it. And when she started playing the bass, we started like thinking like, hey, these instruments, like we can play them together. We were like, oh, these 3 instruments actually make up a band. So we're like, we can start playing together.
We said like, why? We should play something together. And that was it.
We had no idea that we were gonna do what we're doing today, like at all.
For us, the decision to upload videos on YouTube was just like, we're gonna send it to our grandparents. The file is too big, let's upload it on YouTube and send them the link.
But suddenly they started getting a lot of attention.
All of a sudden, it exploded.
Our parents really reminded us that like this was for the music and we could use that to start writing our own music. I think that was something that caused such a huge change in us from just like, let's play for fun to like, whoa, we're a band now.
Not everything comes without its sacrifices. It was tons of practice.
Suddenly, you're not just a normal little teenager who goes to school, does her homework. You're playing shows, you're playing in festivals, and you're playing in front of a lot of people. Something that maybe like a lot of people my age take for granted, like going to parties, going to school, even like people who like, oh my god, I need to wake up at like 6 a.m. and go to school every day, was something that like we couldn't do.
And I appreciate the support of my parents and all that they had to go through to get us to this point, because for them, it was just as hard.
As a parent, you never know which one is the right path. We wanted to support them, like any parent, just try to give them what makes them happy.
We usually compare it, what we're doing and what is happening and what could have happened. But as we started playing more shows and as more people started to show up, especially like at an international level, it was like, that's where it really settled in. Like, whoa, like this is for real. We are so grateful that we have the opportunity to be playing these shows, working this way, writing music. Like all these opportunities don't happen to a lot of people.
Thanks to all of that and all the sacrifice that we put through as a team, and not only us, but our parents and our management, everyone is just so incredible, and I'm very grateful not only that we did it, but that we were able to overcome it.
Ooh, okay.
If we weren't in a band,
if we weren't in music in general, because we always get out of that question like, oh, I would be a songwriter now. Like, what would you do out of music?
Honestly, I think I would be a teacher.
A teacher.
A teacher.
No, you would be such a good boss.
You'd be a oh, thanks.
Yeah. I would like to write. Yeah. I'd be a good writer.
You would be a writer.
I would have to do something creatively. I couldn't. Yeah. No, like a job office. I honestly have no idea.
I think you would be a good model.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not really good at posing, but you know, you'd be a good model. I could work on that. You got the height, you got the face.
Yeah, she's got those bass moves on stage. They're right on with that. The way she just kind of prowls the stage. Definitely a model. What an awesome video this is. All right, guys, welcome back to part 3 of Mayday in the Making. This has been beyond informative and exciting to watch. I wasn't sure if maybe this was going to be like throwing me into the fire a little too early, because I haven't explored everything in their career yet, but I'm learning a lot about like the really early stuff. This is really cool. So Damn Who, thank you very much. Let's continue. Episode 3.
Describe each other. Okay, let's do Pal first.
Creative.
Outspoken.
She's a spark.
She can also be a bit loud.
It's the life of the party.
Energetic.
A great drummer, great singer.
She really drives what's happening.
She goes completely on passion.
Pal is such a fan of music.
Drummer, singer, writer, composer.
Alpha, right in your face.
But she's so lovable.
I'm gonna take everything as a compliment. You. How would I describe myself though?
LA is so humble and
So Paulina's the drummer, she sings, she's the life of the party. I think I called her the jokester in one of my videos. You can tell she's got like that type of energy. A lot of drummers do, right? And when you're a singing drummer, it makes you even more interesting. I just want to bring this back a little bit.
Describe each other. Okay, let's do Pal first.
Creative.
A little too far. Let's enjoy it again.
She's a spark.
She can also be a bit loud.
It's the life of the party.
Energetic.
A great drummer, great singer.
She really drives what's happening.
She goes completely on passion.
Pal is such a fan of music.
Drummer, singer, writer, composer.
Alpha, right in your face.
But she's so lovable.
I'm gonna take everything as a compliment. You. How would I describe myself though?
LA is so humble and so talented. She's technically incredible.
She can hang with the best of them.
Very bold.
She's observant and very persistent.
You are scary at times, but that is very useful.
Yo, Allie with the eye rolls. She's the most reserved, but to be honest, she may be the most animated.
You, Danny, you're very good.
So, Allie's been she's the bass player, which is usually the reserved member of the band, but her body language is very commanding of attention. It's very confident. So everything they said, it pretty much checks out from her physical performances. Let's see what they say about Danny.
Older sister, protector, the same as she asks of herself, which is a lot, she asks of the team.
Disciplined, persistent.
She's a sweetheart.
She's honestly super nice. Like, I don't know how she does it.
She's the heart.
Very, very passionate.
She's a boss.
Danny is a powerhouse front woman.
I mean, she's up there with the top voices of female rockers.
The beacon of light in the darkness.
Oh my god, thank you guys.
See?
So nice.
And I'm scary. Jumping from covers to like writing our own music was, I think,
Incredible.
it came very naturally.
Pau has been writing songs since she was like, I don't know, maybe even 5. We will be like, I don't know, making lemonade. She was like, making lemonade.
We started writing as like a little experiment, and our first EP was basically those little experiments.
Our main focus for writing is rock and roll, but that doesn't mean that we don't listen or learn from any other genres.
I listen to a lot of K-pop, and I also listen to a lot of Japanese rock since it's so different. I listen to a lot of classical music. I listen to a lot of alternative music. I listen to a lot of K-pop.
I love rock and roll for its energy, and I wouldn't change that for our band. But it's great also to learn from all the different types of music that there's all around the world.
Good. I really liked it. The chorus is really good, and I think
So they're
that one of the
open-minded.
best things about
That's
this
awesome.
is that you put really
Open-minded,
good
yet they
go up
don't
and down
compromise
very
on what they
quickly,
want to
and,
do.
Korean language, like that works so well because they have like so many like syllables.
Creatively, it's all them. The way they work is they start writing and composing, and then they get together, then they rehearse, and they don't show us anything.
As for what we speak about in our songs, well, most of the times they come from Pau's brain, and we're just like, that's genius, and we kind of tweak it out and make the song appropriate to that feeling that we're talking about.
So I usually just sit on the piano and I just play something until something comes out. And then I show Danny and Ali the song. I try to pitch it as best as I can, so they're like, oh my god, that's a great song, let's work on it.
Pau's the one who has like that muscle, that creativity to just like create little words out of nowhere.
We start working on it. We start adding the drums, the guitars, the bass, and we're all very involved in that process. And it's really fun because I know I play the bass, but I don't do my bass parts alone. Like, Paul helps me and Danny helps me, and it's the same for the drums, the vocals, and the guitars.
Since we are very, very opinionated, we like to be in each and every part of the process. So we're doing bass lines, we're all there. Each second is important.
We're all very involved in every part of the process, which I think makes every song unique, and it sounds like us. Honestly, we get along so well, but the only moments where we have like fights is when we're writing, because we have such different opinions about what a song should be. It's up to votes. 2 people, you win.
We work really, really well because we have this honesty to our communication.
We do have like that clear line between like bandmates and sisters. You need to look at it as like what's best for the band, and not like, oh my god, like you're turning your back on me, like I'm your sister. No, like we're working.
Seeing them in the studio interact as bandmates and as sisters was really cool. It's just such a deeper level of connection. They know exactly what they need to do to support each other in all situations. When someone's cutting a vocal, when someone's cutting a guitar, like if it's going well or if there's hesitation, there's just like that sister connection was so cool to see that level of support.
They're sisters. I don't know how else to put it. It's like obvious that they're sisters, that they have each other's back, they finish each other's sentences, or they say the same thing at the same time.
When you're in a band, it's like you can break up. If this band were to disband, like they're still gonna be sisters, and no matter how heated or how big of a deal any of this is to any of us, I don't think it's more important than their family to them.
I'm so glad that we started writing our own music, because there's like nothing that I love more. That's what we like doing the most, you know, inspiring people with our own music.
And I have found out that my comfort zone is writing from the heart. It's literally, if I'm feeling a very strong emotion, the song comes out.
What you're about to see has never been...
Wow. This is so interesting, and we're only halfway through. I just want to kind of gather some thoughts here. So, Allie's the bass player. She's got a very confident, mesmerizing stage presence. I'd say she might be the most technically gifted, right? In terms of her physical ability to play the instrument. Her video that I did last week, where it was all on her and her bass teacher, that was just mind-blowing to see a kid that young play like she's 40. Unbelievable. And then you've got Paulina, who's the center of attention. You know, she's the jokester. She's a little bit of everything. She's the heart and soul of the band. She's the, you know, she's probably the first one to make trouble and laugh about it. And then you have Danny, who's the face of the band, the front woman, the singer, the main singer, the lead, right? The lead guitar player. She's got that persona going. She's got the hair. She's got the eyes for it. And she seems like the more kind of goofy but more sensible of the three of them. That's what I'm getting from that. Very interesting. Unfortunately, due to my schedule, the second half of this, the other 3 episodes, will not be available for a few days, probably mid next week. This is going up, I believe, on Sunday the 17th. Sunday the 17th of May. So probably by Wednesday, we'll see part 2. And that'll be the last 3. All right. Really cool stuff. Again, thank you to Damn Who. And I will catch you guys very soon. Thanks for watching.